We are getting a new look at the Army sergeant accused in the shooting of 5 fellow service members yesterday. This was at the Fort Stewart military base in Georgia. 28-year-old Cornelius Radford was taken into custody at the scene on Wednesday. Officials say that soldiers managed to tackle and subdue him. The suspect is currently awaiting charges. Records show he had been enlisted in the service since 2018, but 5 people were injured in yesterday's shooting. 2 of them remain hospitalized today. An Army staff sergeant who provided medical aid there described the moment that her training kicked in.
I believe you have adrenaline, and I previously was a combat medic for 7 years, and I've worked EMS for the county before, so I have been in these type of situations before where I've had to render aid to someone with gunshot wounds. So I had a little bit of experience, I believe, helped get me through that situation.
And CBS News correspondent Skyler Henry joins us now from that base. Skyler, what did we learn about this investigation today?
Yeah, Nancy, good to be with you as always. Well, for starters, we know that Cornelius Radford is still in custody here at the Liberty County Jail. He is expected at some point to be transferred to a military detention center where this process will then move to a military court. As of now, as you pointed out, we are still awaiting to hear exactly what charges he will be hit with for what he is alleged to have done yesterday in the early morning hours on Fort Stewart. As it relates to those who were injured in yesterday's shooting, 3 of them were able to be discharged from the hospital yesterday. 2 still remain hospitalized at this time. 1, we heard from Brigadier General John Lubis, who is in charge at Fort Stewart, who said that they expect one of those victims to be able to leave the hospital perhaps as soon as this weekend. The other victim is in Memorial Hospital down in Savannah, where he said that it may take a little bit more time in terms of that road to recovery. But all in all, everyone is expected to be okay. As for motives, investigators say that they are still working to comb through the facts, comb through the clues there. That includes looking at shell casings. That includes going through witness statements and interviews. That includes also looking into what Radford's work history could have been and what he was doing leading up to the shooting itself, his conduct, if he had any sort of interactions with those who he is alleged to have shot. And we also, as you pointed out, also heard from those who were on the scene as well, describing what they did to jump in action, so to speak, to prevent this from escalating even further.
And, you know, Skyler, this could have been so much worse. The soldiers who stepped in and helped during all this are being hailed as heroes. How were they recognized today?
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, they were rewarded with meritorious medals from the Army Secretary earlier today. We had a chance to speak with a few of them. Some of them just recounted the seconds, literally, that they really stepped into action, recalling all that training that they've spent years doing and conducting, and obviously anticipating using it in a deployment setting, not anticipating using it in a workplace setting whatsoever. In fact, we heard from one of the sergeants who said just that, but simply saying that training kicked in. We spoke with one sergeant, Aaron Turner, who is just newly assigned to this base, who described trying to talk Radford down using those de-escalation tactics to try to get him to put his put his personal weapon down. He ultimately decided to jump in, grab the hammer of his handgun, and subdue him until law enforcement officials were able to arrive. So really compelling stuff there.
Tactics that came in handy. Skyler Henry, thank you very much.